Hi, I'm Patrick Stegall. I'm a Memphis DUI lawyer and a criminal lawyer, and today I want to talk about Tennessee's habitual motor vehicle offender laws. Habitual motor vehicle offender, or HMVO, those are laws that are designed to punish or to keep people from driving who have had a lot of driving convictions on their record. Basically, if you have a certain number of driving related convictions over a certain period of time, over several years or more, you can be declared habitual motor vehicle offender. There are basically three parts to it. There's one, being declared habitual by a court. There's also being charged with driving while being habitual motor vehicle offender. That's an actual criminal charge. And then there's the process of removing the habitual status from your record, being able to get your driving privileges back. So those are the three basic areas that the HMVO laws cover, and I'll talk briefly about all of those and what can be done about those. If you're declared habitual, first of all, it starts with a petition. The state has to file a petition against you. They have to serve it to you. They have to send it to you, official notice. Like I said, if you get certain types of driving related convictions, it can be anything from driving on a suspended license to vehicular manslaughter. It can be reckless driving. DUI is a very common one. There are many driving related offenses. They're all listed in the statute, and getting just one is not going to do it. Getting just one is not going to get you declared habitual. When they say habitual, that means you do it over and over again. So if you have several of these types of convictions within a period of time of a few years, you can be declared habitual. There are certain requirements that the state has to follow if they are trying to declare you habitual. So if you get that petition in the mail and you want to fight it, give me a call. I can take a look at it and see there could be a mistake in there. They might not have the proper records. It might not even be you. It might be somebody else. But if you get that notice saying that they're trying to declare you habitual, that's a serious matter, because that leads to the next part, where if you are declared habitual, you cannot drive, period. And if you do drive after being declared habitual, that's a felony. So if you've been declared habitual and you get behind the wheel of your car and drive it, you could be driving to work, driving to the store to get some medicine for your sick child, anything, and you get pulled over for speeding, or your tail light is out, or something like that, they are going to run your record, that officer, and first of all, you're not going to have a valid license. They're going to run your record, and they're going to see that you're habitual, and they can arrest you and charge you for a felony right then and there. It's a felony offense to be driving while you're a habitual motor vehicle offender. So if that happens, you definitely need an attorney and should call me, and we can see what options are available. Finally, there's the process of removing the habitual status from your record. This may be possible in some cases, but the law is very strict. One of the first requirements, and the biggest one, is that it has to be 3 years from the time that you were declared habitual. If you get declared habitual, you can't just get it removed the next month. You got to wait 3 years, a minimum of 3 years. And the law says that removing the habitual status is in the discretion of the judge. What you would want to do is file a petition, and then you can have a hearing on it. And when it's in the discretion of the judge, that means that the judge is going to want to hear from you, and maybe they'll hear from the state as well, and they can decide, the judge can decide whether to remove your status or not. So you want to present yourself in the best possible light at that hearing. If you're working, that certainly helps. It's hard to get to and from work without a driver's license. If you have a family, if you have people depending on you, these are all things that need to be looked into and brought up before the judge. If you have any pending charges while you're petitioning to remove your habitual status, that's going to be hard. the judge isn't going to be real inclined to give you your license back or give you your privilege to drive back if you've got a pending charge, especially a pending driving charge. Like if you have that felony habitual going on, or if maybe you got off probation because of that felony habitual charge, that could hold you back. So it just depends on your case. Another factor might be if you owe a lot of money in court costs and fines or tickets, you owe money to get your license back, reinstatement fees, things like that. If it's thousands of dollars, judge probably isn't going to just remove that status and let you and let you try and get your license back. Like, it depends on the judge, but they're going to want to see some good faith effort on your part. If you owe several $1,000s, say that if you can make a down payment against that, that'll go a long way in the eyes of the judge. But just depends on your case and your situation. The first thing you should do is call me and tell me about your case, and I can tell you what might happen, and we can put together a plan to try and get you your license back. Again, I'm Patrick Stegall, and thank you for watching.